All right, so we're gonna mix some Duracoat and spray something. Duracoat is a 12 to 1 mixture. So for every 12 milliliters, we will need 1 milliliter of hardener. Got this awesome little Amazon Prime bottle. I don't have to clean it. I can just throw it out. So 12 to 1. 2436 should be roughly, it's probably closer to 45 or 40, but I'm gonna throw a little extra hardener. I like to use these Fleet needles. Don't stab yourself. Please be adult-like. So 12, 24, 36. You got to pull on this kind of slow. If you try just cranking it up, you'll suck a bunch of air. So this stuff's pretty thick. This is also some older hardener. Newer hardener is a little thinner. Just a little extra up in there. It's looking pretty good. If you cram this off, it will rocket that tip right off of there. I should say if you cram it out, not if you cram it off. If you're cramming it off, you're doing something else, and it's probably a different tube you're watching. Throw this baby back on there. Now you can leave this for a few days and come back to it, and it'll still be wet, still be usable. So these I don't throw out. If I use the syringes to suck Duracoat, then I toss them at the end of the night. Put your cap on that. Put your finger over the cap. Give her a shake. Now I'm going to leave this, let it sit, let it activate. I will come back and shake this again. But for now, I will hang the rest of the parts and get the exhaust vent set up. Alright, so this is it. I went ahead and painted everything. If you have seen an airbrush used, it's pretty much just like that. If you have not, you need to watch some other videos. You got this little thing with this little squishy up here. You squishy that and keep a wet edge and just fill her in. Or you do the little circle on the squishy and you get the spray. This is an old Pache that I'm using. It's got a huge needle in it, and I like this one. I've got some better guns, some gravity feeds, but this works pretty good. Back up the booth. So this is really close to that Magpul Storm Gray. I'm digging it. So we will cut some stencils tomorrow, and tomorrow night I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry 24 hours. I gotta work in the morning on Monday because it is Saturday night. So yeah, probably Monday night I'll slap some stencils on it and do that part, and I'll show you that process. Currently right now got about an hour. I got about an hour in spraying, half hour mixing, setup. Let's just call it 2 hours in spraying. The no sand prep, it's about another hour. Unboxing, shit like that, setup about a half hour. So I'm about 3.5 hours in. This is going to be a single lay stencil. We're just going to do the kind of the reptile pattern, but I'm not going to put the under pattern. Maybe I might, I don't know. I don't think I will. But yeah, so simple, super. Voltar Black's going to go over the top of it. I'm going to throw a little gradient on it, and that should be it. So for me, it's going to be another day. For you, it's going to be a couple seconds. So watch it. All right, so something I didn't go over was cleanup, and hopefully you can see what's going on here. I didn't use much. I probably only used I bet I used 25 milliliters to do the upper lower handguard, buffer tube, and stock. I had this filled to about here, if you can see that. I'm going to show you, and right now I am down to about here. So yeah, so started somewhere about here, ended right here, and I still actually have quite a bit left in my pot, which I kind of wish I had something else to spray this color, because this is a dynamite color. Still have about that much left in there, so definitely got plenty. So what I'm going to do is dump this back into the pot. I'm going to cap it. I don't leave this in the house. I'll take this outside, set it in an area where if something happens, nothing's going to happen, and I'll come back in a day or so. It'll be rock hard, and I'll throw it in the trash then. So clean up. Oh, let me find my favorite jar. Don't know where my favorite jar is. Yeah, oh well, screw it. So this is actually my normal spray jar, and all my little notes engraved on there. I will tell you what this is. This is Clean Strip Acetone. Very similar to that jug I had earlier, if a guy had a label on it. So grab a little cadoinger here, pop that baby open. Don't need a lot, just a little. Cap that. And this is the part where you definitely want to have another glove. Glove up. Definitely had enough hardener in that. And gotta bear with me, guys. I haven't done this in over a year. I take that back. I sprayed some cups last spring, but in my defense, I used my HVLP. And I'd tell you what that HVLP was if I could remember it. But I haven't looked at it since last year. It's a nice one though. My buddy sprays. My buddy airbrushes and paints other stuff. And, oh, for Christ's sake. He's very good. He does not have a YouTube channel. I don't think he has an Instagram, so you're SOL. But take my word for it, he is good. Actually, some of his work is on my Instagram. So I took some photos of his helmet he did for a guy. That's the Gadoinger I'm looking for. Alright. Again, watch some videos on airbrushes and you will know what I'm doing. I am not an airbrush expert. I strictly Duracoat. Thought about doing some more stuff, but my buddy, he pushes me to do more stuff. So yeah, we clean that, Put a little acetone on that. We're gonna clean that. This paint tube is getting crusty. Actually, what we're gonna do. I haven't had this destroy seals in an airbrush yet. I don't do super fine work with this, so even if I destroyed it, I wouldn't be able to tell you if I did, because I would not know if I had. So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna take this bad ride and okay, that looks pretty good. Actually, I'm going to pull this baby back out, take a clean. Just gonna clean this up a little bit since I blew some crud back through there. That looks good. Try not to bend anything putting this back together. I like to set it about there. Looking pretty good. Get my grubby paint prints off of it. Give this baby a wipe out. Again, get my grubby paint prints off of it. Check this out. Everything looks good. Bada bang, bada boom. We are done. Let the exhaust fan run for a while. And I will catch up with you guys in a minute.